A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be...
Oh, out of space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Back to pass. It's back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So Notre Dame's offense will get the ball for the first time. And here comes... time is the start of this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. And there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coach took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Daniels.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Dropping back, it's back. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches, taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got the screen set up. Makes a man miss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Beck. The throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he brought 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Makes the grab. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Hurricanes line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field.
Got it in stride at the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. It's complete. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To throw, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Marion. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Motion from the back. On third down, going up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Catch in the middle. It's Pauly. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to sling it on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easy.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's locked. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Back to pass, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame right back to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
The Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Payne. He was looking for some running. much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
This one's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Love. Got enough for the first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so tired.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Wide open spaces. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Grab behind the line. It's Love. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Caught close to the marker. It's Washington. Touchdown, Irish! And that one will put them up here in the second half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And right down the middle. kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Power football with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Canes will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Irish will open the 4th with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. It's a running room.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everything.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Carr. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down in the fourth quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires deep on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Okay, both in.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Not so.
Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
EA maybe need to fix
Well, these players came together. I've been
editing
so impressed, not just by
my
their
old
talent,
team
but
gets
also
hold
by their
already.
composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Notre Dame 24, Miami 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. With the catch, it's Daniels. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to...
Makes the grab on the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. To the air. It's back. Gets it to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Daniels. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. But a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Fletcher. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.